So it was freshman year, and I sat at the back of the class because I'm a little shy, And my teacher, Miss Haida, was like, "Is is he working alone?" So she came up to me and she said, "Hey, you can't work by yourself. Go find a partner." And I'm like, "But they don't have a partner." And she's like, "No, that's being independent. That's completely different." So she paired me with this girl named Nancy, and we're working on the worksheet, and it was quiet. I tried to break the ice, so I was like, "Hey, if you need help, you can just ask." I look at her, and she's just like, wink. Every now and then, she'd be like, "Hey, what's the answer to number 1?" And I'm like, okay. I didn't want her to get the wrong idea, so I was about to be like, "Look, here's a list of all the reasons not to date me. It's blank. I know." So the next day, I'm getting ready to leave class, and I was putting my stuff away, and all of a sudden I can feel this presence next to me. You know when your barber doesn't know what personal space is, and they're like breathing on you? That's what it was like. So I look up, and it was Nancy, and she was like, "Here, this is for you." Like, I'm over here blushing because I'm uncomfortable, and she's probably thinking, "Yeah, I'm making him blush." Because when I walked into the hallway, she was like, "Wow, did you guys see that? He winked at me with both eyes." And I'm like, "What?" So I get home, and I open the letter, and it says, "Dear," and I see a heart, and I'm like, "Nope." Like, I just met her. I didn't know what to do. So I decided to do the responsible thing and not read it. So I get to class the next day, and then she appears next to my desk. And she's like, "So, what'd you think about the letter?" And I'm like, "Oh, I haven't read it yet." And then she looked at me like, So at this point, I didn't really know what was going on. I look at her occasionally, and she's writing like furiously. Her friends were comforting her, and the rest were just mad dogging me. Class ended, and before I could leave, she gave me another letter. And she said, "I was gonna give you 2 letters, but I'm only giving you 1. Double-sided." So I get home, and I finally decide to read the first letter. And it says, "Rigo, when I see you, my stomach goes." And at the end, it was like, "And I will never leave you." So I open the second letter, and it says, "I'm leaving you." And I'm like, is she breaking up with me? We're not even going out. So I get to class the next day. She walks up to me. She pulls out another letter, and she gave it to the guy in front of me. And I was just like, "Ah!"